We have seen optics by two methods. One, making the images with help of ray optics, and second, the wave optics phenomena of diffraction. The wave optics says that opening in any place after certain distance become wider because the waves spread and the light enters the shadow area. That is diffraction. So, any opening keeps on becoming larger and larger, and that is why we have resolution problems, and that is why we have the circle as a larger circle when the opening is a small one. That is wave nature. Okay. In ray optics, we learn that the rays of light go straight from one point to the other point, and accordingly we form the image. And lot of images we have formed in case of lenses, mirrors and other things. Now the question is, whenever we want to find out image, should we take help of ray optics or should we take the help of wave optics by making central maxima larger than the opening? So, the answer is both optics are correct, but initially when we are close by, we take help of ray optics, and when the distance become large, then the wave optics take over and the images are formed according to the phenomena of wave optics. Here is a example of that. This is an opening and the light source is here. This opening and this is screen. Now, if I take help of ray optics and want to see the image of this opening, the light is coming from here this way. So, I make two rays, one in this direction, other in this direction, because the light is in this direction. So, according to ray optics, this is the image anywhere I want to find out. Now, in the wave optics, we have seen that the opening grow bigger because the first dark is always above the line. The first dark is always above the central point. So, the first dark is here, the first dark is here. So, this opening has become this much. Now, should I take this as image or should I take this as image? Now, I bring a paper and put it here. Now, I bring the paper, put it here, I find the image is, bright spot is from this point to this point, and here are the two dark which will start. So, I say the image is so large, and this image I get by the formula of, that was lambda d by a. By this formula, which is a formula of wave optics. This width I get by this formula. Okay. Now, I say here wave optics is applicable. Okay. I bring my screen and put it here. When I put it here, what I find, that brightness is from this point to this point. According to wave optics, it should be so much. According to ray optics, it should be so much. When I put the paper actual, I find that it is this much. And this is obtainable with ray optics. I can obtain it by drawing ray optics principles. So, here ray optics is prevalent. If I go here, I see image from this point to this point, which is according to ray optics principle. If I go here, I find the image is from this point to this point, but according to ray optics it should be this much. But I am finding actual central maxima this large. So I say that this is according to wave optics. So here wave optics is applicable, here ray optics is applicable, and this is a point where ray optics converts to wave optics calculations. This is that border point, and this distance we call as Fresnel's distance. So Fresnel distance is that distance, that is the limiting case of ray optics. After this distance, we take the calculation of image according to wave optics. Now, can we calculate how much is this distance and on which factors this distance depend? Answer is yes. It depends upon wavelength and it depends upon this opening. How? If this is the say reference line and this angle is theta, we know that this theta is equal to lambda upon A. Okay. Now, according to our Fresnel's formula, if this distance is equal to z, then arc upon radius is equal to angle. So theta is equal to, this size is A, arc, upon radius. This or this is almost equal because this is very, very small. So this is A upon z. Combine the two, A upon z is equal to lambda upon A. Therefore, z is equal to A square upon lambda. This is the Fresnel distance, ZF. So what happens at this distance? Up to this distance, all our image approximations are to be done with help of ray optics, and after this distance, we have to consider the principles of wave optics, right? So this is Fresnel's distance. We can find out Fresnel distance for certain wavelength. The average wavelength of visible light is 6000 angstrom. Lambda is equal to 6000 angstrom meter. And human eye pupil is nearly 1 millimeter wide. A. So for eye, A is equal to 1 millimeter, that is equal to 1 into 10 to the power minus 3. So if we put it here, then Z is equal to a square of this 10 to the power minus 3 square upon lambda, that is 6 into 10 to the power 1, 2, 3 decrease by this. So this will be 10 to the power minus 7. 6 into 10 to the power minus 7. So this is 10 to the power minus 6 plus this will go up 7 upon 6. This is 10 upon 6. This is equal to 1.67 meter. So Fresnel distance for our eyes is 1.67 meter. Yes. And the length or the diameter of the eyeball, is only 2 centimeter or 2.5 centimeter, which is within this length. So here then for our experiment within 1.67 meter, ray optics can be used. So we are using all our experiments by ray optics methods because the distance is within Fresnel's distance. So This is how we are using the case of limiting case of ray optics. So, with this we close this wave optics and we will start polarization from the next chapter. Thank you.